right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Water Bros podcast. As always, we're your hosts. I'm Zach, and this is my little brother, Ben. And it is our May the 4th be with you episode, but we're doing it on Revenge of the 5th. Benny,
Yes.
what do we have for the people coming to the bench today? How you doing,
Man,
dude?
might be one of your best intros. That was smooth.
Hey,
May
thanks,
the
brother. I
4th be with you,
appreciate it, man.
but we're doing on the Revenge of the 5th. I love that. No, I'm
Hey,
good, man. I'm
gotta love
feeling,
Star Wars.
yeah, that's that's one of the best. How are you doing though?
Well, we're doing good. I mean, just as an update for the folks, I'm healing up nice, so that's good. We're 2 weeks post procedure, so I'm feeling pretty normal. Just be a little bit longer before I'm 100%, I think, but I'm feeling good.
I mean, that's a win. That's all you can ask for. And today is this is pretty. I was just thinking about this, how it's, past 9 on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I feel exhausted. I'm sure you feel exhausted. You've been healing up. You've been working. You've got the kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's the late night recording, it does get a little tough.
Yeah, for a second I was like, we got to get the juice flowing here.
Yeah, we gotta get rolling here a little bit. And yeah, it feels like it's already been. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday. It feels like it should be Thursday or Friday with how the week's gone so far. But hey, that's all right. That just means there's a lot of good week to have still.
That's right.
But
There's a lot of good days left in the week, which really kicks us off with some Fill the Jug, right?
well, first, Benny, we gotta just to break down a little bit what the people can expect from the episode.
Yeah, what are we even talking about today? So obviously, Fill the Jug. We'll start off with. We have a high quality H2O light.
H2O light edition.
Light edition, just a little 1-for-1, little action here. I got one, you got one. Nothing too crazy. Mammoth are out. I guess the Flyers. I don't know if you consider yourself a Flyers fan.
No, I will not consider myself a Flyers fan. I know I claim Philadelphia Eagles, but Tusks up, Mammoth all day. Now that we have a home team. And growing up, I was an Avs fan, actually.
Yeah, hey, Colorado next door. I refuse to root for any Colorado team, so that won't happen ever. But yeah, so we'll touch a little bit on some high quality H2O. Post spring update for the Utes. It is the off season, but a little college football action, some little tidbits, things that I've been listening to this week that I want to touch on and talk about. And then we'll dive into a little bit about the current state of the NBA and NHL playoffs. What's going on in hockey? What's going on in basketball?
Do our second round picks.
Yeah, we're going to pick the second round. Usually we would have seen how we picked the first round and see how we did. To be honest with you, I don't even remember.
And I think we got okay. I think we did okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Mammoth didn't win. We both picked them.
But otherwise, I think we might have been more or less. Again, we picked late in the first round, so we had kind of a good idea. I don't think there was any major comebacks for at least the NHL side, NBA side.
Yeah.
That
I guess the Pistons coming down
coming
from
back.
3-1.
I do not think I picked the Pistons, so that would definitely be a miss there. But otherwise, I think we did all right.
Yeah, the first round's usually a little bit easier, not too much, discrepancy in who's probably going to win and who's not. But then after we pick those second round games, we're going to wrap everything up with some May the 4th awards on Revenge of the 5th. So
yes, sir.
Let's dive into it. Now, let's fill the jug.
And Benny, I'm going to be brief on this fill the jug, and it is going to be tied to May the 4th be with you, because we're big Star Wars fans. Growing up, we always watched Star Wars. Mom is a big Star Wars fan, so we were watching the classics from a young age. I remember going to see Phantom Menace in the theaters. So big Star Wars fans for sure. But today,
and getting it for Christmas and cutting the the cover off the movie.
Classic story. Hey, when you're 8 years old and you get given the clone, man, Star Wars Episode 2. Why can't I think of the name of that episode?
Yeah, so the Phantom Menace and then the Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. Thank you. I was thinking Clone Wars because, I mean, great cartoon.
Yeah, true.
But I got Attack of the Clones, the DVD, but I also got a Swiss Army knife. So I cut open that brand new DVD case and cut off everything. Discard that. What a good story. I also cut my thumb that day. So, hey, if you give an 8-year-old, I think I cut both my thumbs that day. Give an 8-year-old a pocket knife, he's going to use it, is the moral of the story there. But the last 2 nights, Drew and I, because Gwenny's been feeling a little sick, so Drew has kind of been stuck at home during the day. And so the last 2 nights, I've taken him down to the school park that's just down the hill from our house. And we've been playing Star Wars on the playground. And, I'm Obi-Wan, he's Anakin, and I mean, he gets his timelines a little mixed up. Like today, we were Obi-Wan and Anakin, and we stormed Darth Vader's space. But it's all good because it's all fun, and
Doesn't matter,
pretends we're running from stormtroopers, and he does the sound effects. And so that has been filling the jug. That's been a lot of fun. Going down and just getting a little one-on-one time with Drew at the park.
That's awesome. Honestly, I could say something very similar for my fill the jug. I feel like I'm feeling similar things where yesterday I got home and I typically dress up a little bit nicer at work. You know, I try and wear more so, like whether it's a button down or a collared shirt at the least. And so yesterday I get home, first thing I do, we have dinner. Heather had dinner ready and we have dinner, the 3 of us, and Kylo's here actually too. And then I just go outside and play with Rudy, and we just played outside all night.
Love it. It's the best.
It was literally like, I don't remember the last time we did that for like 2 hours, where that's all we did. Saturday, I took him to the park, and every time I take him to the park by myself, Heather is gone with our Taos. So she actually always has the stroller in the back of her car. So I do a 2-mile walk.
There you go.
And Rudy doesn't want to walk the whole way. So I carry him on my shoulders, and I'm like, by the time I get back, I'm always dead. But you talking about Drew and you playing at the park, playing make-believe, like Rudy wears his Spider-Man to the park. And I'm like, you know what?
Spidey love.
I love this. And we play make-believe. We were playing T-Rexes in the backyard, and I'm like, our neighbor kids are watching me as I'm acting like a dinosaur. And it's awesome. I'm like,
it's the best.
I'm going to miss this, where in his brain, like, Spider-Man is possible and dinosaurs, like, I can be like a dinosaur. So it's a lot of fun. That fills the jug. He makes life a lot of fun while it's very busy and can be stressful, and kids can be stressful, but
very much so.
He makes the best out of it.
Not easy work, but it is fun work.
Yes.
When you get those moments, that's what we live for. Benny, I love that. That fills the jug for sure.
I know. So that's us, us just filling the jug. I did text you. I do have to say, this fills the jug too, but because Gwenny is being potty trained and Rudy and Gwenny have some sort of rivalry type,
they do a little
competition relationship. I don't know. I think it's more so Rudy sided. He has some weird vendetta against her. And she's the sweetest sweetheart of all time. But since she's learning how to go potty, we called Rudy out, and he literally by himself went poop on the toilet all by himself today.
Stepped up to the plate.
Yeah,
and hit a dinger, huh?
So we went and got ice cream. It was awesome.
I absolutely love it. Hey, all I gotta say is I just want like a finder's fee or like a development fee for Gwen, because she helped get it over the finish line there.
She really did. It's like all of a sudden the fear went away. It was like, oh, Gwenny did it twice. Oh, hell,
I could do that.
Yeah.
Not on my watch.
Oh,
hold my Spidey mask.
As he flushes the toilet, he says, "Bye-bye, suckers." I'm like, all right. Kid's psychotic, dude. I love it.
That's the best. Good job, Rudy.
I know he's a champ.
I love it.
Our kids are great.
No,
Kids
they're
are the
so fun.
best.
And having them the same age, getting to watch them grow up together is an absolute blast.
Yes, I agree with that completely.
Benny,
Which
that's
leads
good
us
stuff.
into, I mean, that's our favorite segment. We love Fill the Jug. I would say, arguably, it's one of the main reasons why we do this. We get to chat about all the things in life and immediately raises my mood. It's amazing
Yeah,
how that happens,
100%. It just puts a smile on your face. So
Yeah, which I do love. But brings us into some high quality
H2O.
ladies and gentlemen. We're always staying hydrated here, but what are some of the things that have been happening in the sports world that have been lighting up, making the highlight reels, I guess we should say. I'll say mine first. The Knicks absolutely crushed the Hawks' souls.
Yeah.
I've never seen a lopsided game like that in my life where at halftime it's 75 to 25, 80 to 30, 83 33, whatever it was. It's absurdity.
Just brutal. Professionals on both sides of the court there, right? But to just get demoralized like that
in an elimination
rough
game.
Look. Yeah, rough look.
At home in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think the only bigger deficit for a playoff game was 58 points on.
Yes, yeah, it was the Hornets, Chris Paul, and he was
Chris
on
Paul on
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I saw the little snippet of him. I haven't been able to catch a ton, but I saw them kind of rubbing it in. But that's a tough way to go out.
Yeah, honestly, that was the only clip of Pat McAfee I saw this week. So I'm in your same boat. I thought that was hilarious that they
so funny.
rizzed him like that.
Yeah, but yeah, 50-point, just demolition derby.
Yeah, just the Knicks are on a roll. I mean, they did the exact same thing game one of this series to begin round two, where they just destroyed the 76ers. So they might be on a fast track to the finals. We'll see.
Maybe they might be on a heater. Well, Benny, I'm going to go along those same lines. It was not a blowout, but it was certainly a high-scoring affair. My high-quality H2O is in the NHL playoffs, round 2, game 1 of the Avs versus the Wild. 15 combined points in a freaking hockey game is just insane. I think they had 10 points across two periods. They went off, dude. 14 different scorers or something like that. What a way to start a series. The Avalanche pulled out the win, but just incredible offensive hockey.
Yeah, 9-6 is absurd.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Am I right on that number?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are right.
I was doubting myself, but
no, you're right on that number. It's an insane game that they were able to score that many.
It's crazy, and we'll talk more about it. But Quinn Hughes as a defenseman, just with some snipes, absolute incredible pucks to the back of the net. He's absurd, absolutely absurd.
Yeah, there's some really, really fun players to watch in the NHL. Solid people to want to follow or cheer on, their personalities. So I agree with you. That was an absurd game. That is high quality H2O. Because who doesn't love some offense, right?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't appreciate a good offense? An offense that can go out and do their thing.
Exactly. That's
something that I'm hoping that we can see from our Utes.
Yeah, I was going to say
fall.
Perfect transition.
That was a good transition. Good setup there, dude.
Look at you. So I am hoping the exact same thing. This is a fun time of year for college football. Now, interesting take I saw this week, Zach. I'm curious your thoughts. We did talk about Brendan Sorsby, and
yes,
very unfortunate. I didn't realize I should have probably realized this when we talked last week that he's probably done. Like,
Yeah. No,
I should
after
have.
I heard more of the story, because I saw the
Yeah.
headline,
Mm-hmm.
but now that I know more of the story behind it, I don't see a world where he's allowed to play in the college game again.
Especially if you're on the team and you bet on that team.
Yeah. Even though he
That's
didn't play, I think I saw that even though
mhm.
he didn't play in those games, but he's still, yeah, I just don't
But
see how that pans out for him.
yeah, it's all about the integrity of the game, right? So who's to say that that doesn't happen in the future, though? And you ruin the integrity of the game. So anyway, that obviously sucks for him, sucks for Texas Tech that they thought, and now with with spring window, they've got to figure out if Will Hammond will get healthy from an ACL tear.
Yeah, I mean they're SOL,
Yeah.
like big time.
And if I'm some of the team players that like joined the team expecting him to be the quarterback, like if I'm a receiver, I'm pissed.
Pissed off. I
Like
am so mad.
I'd be very upset. And I mean, understandably
Like
so, but
for Big 12 football, this is a huge wrinkle for Texas Tech.
very much so. I think the two teams right ahead of Utah have had some very serious allegations against big time players on their teams this offseason. Two very different serious types of allegations.
Yeah, very different circumstances, but
Serious
both in
nonetheless in
positions
their
that
own
are
way.
high contributors and expected to be big impact players, part of their offensive success.
Yeah, so what I thought was interesting was post spring practice, Joel Klatt did a top 25 for post spring.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a couple changes. He had the Utes at 23, which I think he's shown respect, keeping that Utah program up there.
And there's a lot of unknowns for Utah being under a new head coach. So I think
Yeah.
to be up there is good news for us to just be in the conversation there.
Yeah, new head coach, new offensive coordinator again. But I think the keeping of the dynamic trio of Dampier, Thicklin, and Wayshawn Parker is fantastic. You keep three of your. We'll see how the offensive line does. That's really the biggest question is trenches all the time.
Yeah, can we protect and give the time needed?
Yep. That's going to be the biggest thing. I think I've been hearing a lot of optimistic things. I've been reading a lot of optimistic things about the offense. But what I thought was interesting was Joel Klatt said that even with the Brendan Sorsby news, he's picking Texas Tech to still win the Big 12 championship.
Interesting. So not enough faith lost, huh?
Mm-mm. But I think BYU's chirping at the bit here, chomping at the bit.
Chomping
They're
at
close.
the bit. They're nipping at the heel.
Nipping at the heel, yes. And then Houston is ranked pretty high up. They're ranked at 22, right above Utah, according to Joel Klatt, right? So this is his just made up top
right
25
now what
post-spring.
how he sees the spread.
Right. So
interesting.
Little interesting.
I mean,
food for thought.
Houston was tough this last. I feel like they had a good season. Interesting. I feel like they've been on an upward trajectory over the last little bit.
I think that the whole juggernaut aspect of Texas Tech is less now. I think the top tier of teams is much closer.
And I don't think it'll be a foregone conclusion like it might have been with the talent pool that they have, losing kind of the main QB. We'll see, like you said, if they can get that position healthy and see how that goes. But
yeah, I mean, we saw how Hammond came back and beat the Utes. So
yeah, and that's the thing too. Like they know Hammond can win, he can play, but it's also once you know. I think part of that loss for the Utes was it like you don't know who you don't know, and I think there can be success there when something like that happens. Obviously, a talented guy, but when you have a little more tape, you have a little more preparation. That's who you're preparing for to try to put in bad position, maybe that doesn't go so well,
Right. Yeah. So I would say the other big thing that's going on that I love in terms of college football is the recruiting aspect that is going to be heating up. A lot of official visits start this month, going into the month of June. Got a lot of recruits, a lot of kids coming to the University of Utah to visit the team. We'll see what shakes out. I'm
See who
excited to
we
see
can potentially
how
get on the hook.
yeah, let's see how Scally can build the team in, his own recruiting classes, his own team for years to come. I'm excited
Yeah.
about it.
It'll be awesome to see, what the Scally era is going to be, because this will be his first rodeo as being the lead of development of that team and what that looks like. And so
I am curious your thoughts on the difference between Kyle Whittingham and Morgan Scally in terms of the BYU rivalry. Because what I saw a post of someone saying that the BYU rivalry was so heated over the past little bit, a lot because of Kyle Whittingham and his disdain and things he said about BYU. Um,
I
and
mean,
and then we've
keep
got
going.
Scally who's quote tweeting scriptures on like the daily, literally more low key kind of guy. Absolutely. And I know Witt loves Sataki too, but like first picture or video you see of Scally after he's named head coach, he's with Sataki.
Yeah.
like they're close. So it's like, I don't know if it's possible, but is there any diminished, aspect of the rivalry game and the heat that comes to it?
I'm going to say no. I think maybe we'll see what Scally does to stir the pot. I don't know that he's necessarily going to be doing that so much, but I think Scally is a Utah man through and through. He knows what that rivalry means. He's lived it as a player. And so I think from a level of rivalry and kind of the energy that's going to be there, I think that's going to be very prevalent still.
Yeah.
Regardless of the good camaraderie that they have off the field, I think that game and what it means for the team and for the state will continue with plenty of gusto and energy under Scally.
Yeah. I hope so. And I agree. I think it's still going to have the juice. And I'm glad his first one as head coach is going to be
Be
at
at
Rice
home.
Eccles.
Yeah, I think that's a big deal. And I think for Scally too, we might even see a little bit more heat because of that, right? Because like, hey, I want to own this rivalry. I want to put my stamp on it.
Yep, put your stamp
And
on it. Yeah, make your
so
mark.
that might even give it a little more juice. So I
Very
love
good
that.
perspective. Yeah, I love that. I thought of that as we were talking about this, so I wanted to get your thoughts. But a little college football for you in the off season, a little post spring
Dude.
practice
I cannot
action.
wait. We are 4 months away.
Ooh.
A little less than.
Yeah, a little less than, which yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And we're going to be in person for a lot of games.
Cannot wait. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm pumped about it. Shifting gears into some NBA and NHL talk. There's a couple quick hits that I just want to touch on in the NBA.
Yeah, Benny, let's do our quick hits with Ben. We don't have a name for this segment, but you're going to give it to us.
Yeah, some quick hits. I couldn't help but putting some of these things out there before we pick the second round. I want to make some quick observations in the NBA. I'm pretty sure everybody knows I am a hockey fan now, but I don't know hockey as well as I know the NBA. So I'm not going to pretend to be like, oh, I know which team is really going to be that much better in the NHL than the others.
Right.
It's
more
really
gut
know.
Pick. It's more gut pick.
It's more gut pick. It's more going with the norm, the national, I guess, consensus. But first and foremost, Knicks are dominating. This team is tailor built for the playoffs. You have a big that you can run your offense through. Is Karl Anthony Towns the greatest center? No, but he's a really solid one that can shoot, that can drive the ball, and can pass. Jalen Brunson is a closer. He's clutch, and he can light it up. That's big time. You've got Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges, who all three of those guys are incredible 3-and-D basketball players. This team, and then they have some more depth on their bench than they've had in recent years. I am very impressed with what they've been doing. They are not letting off the gas, and so I'm very interested to see how far the Knicks can take this. On the other side of the token, I think coming into the second round, and obviously the Lakers' first round game just ended against the Thunder, they're outmatched. The Thunder are good.
Yeah.
Very, very
The
good.
Thunder are very tough.
It's, Shea had like 7 or 8 turnovers tonight, and he only had to score 18, 20 points, and they win by 18. Like, that team is deep. They are talented. They have that championship edge. The Lakers, I think the Lakers are actually better than a lot of people say. Like, they kept that game interesting at moments. I don't think it was ever really in doubt, though, that the Thunder were going to win. It's unfortunate because LeBron will pass 300 career playoff games in game 2. He'll hit number 300. And I think the Lakers will get bounced round 2, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, the spread right now for OKC is minus 15.
Yeah,
they're not getting a lot of love to the Lakers by any means.
No, with no Luka,
yeah, it's a tough ask.
Not a chance.
Yeah, it's a tough ask.
And LeBron is playing great basketball. I mean, you can see his age now, like in moments, which I would expect. And then you see some moments.
Of course, you're going to see that.
You see moments where it's like, wait, that guy's 41, and he's jumping out of the gym like he's 25. It's crazy.
But, yeah, I mean, they're highlighting it right now on Sports Center. They're showing some clips.
I mean, he had a good game.
Yeah, but the Knicks, they're just tough, man. They got Shea.
The Thunder, yeah. Shea.
Did I say Knicks? Yeah, OKC.
Yeah.
Is what
OKC, they've got Shea, and
I mean, it's tough.
But speaking of superstars, I think the best matchup of the entire second round is Timberwolves Spurs. Watching that first game last night was awesome.
And I love Wemby.
He is way fun. He had 10 blocks last night.
Great to watch.
He's all over the place. He didn't score well at all last night.
And I feel like, and granted, maybe it's a little early to say this, but I feel like there was a long time where you didn't know what the next face of the league was going to be, who it was going to be. But I feel like Wemby's the dude.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Like, Wemby is great, and he seems to have the right demeanor about him, like the right attitude. I mean, you get like the Jokic who couldn't care less about being the face, even though he's like super talented or whatever. He just wants to go be with his horses, right? Play a little ball and then go with his go to the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
But Wemby is fantastic. What a great addition. Someone who had so much hype and has delivered on that hype.
Yeah, has really delivered and exceeded. He's awesome. But on the other side of that series is the guy that they're like, hey, you're going to be the face of the NBA. And he says, nah, they got Wemby. And that's Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Someone who doesn't want it. Again, another kid who could be, or a player that could be great as a bigger face for the league. But
yeah, he is really talented. The fact that he came back after, I don't know if you saw the knee injury that he sustained like 10 days ago.
I didn't see it. I knew he got injured, but I didn't see it.
Oh, it was gross. I am amazed that nothing tore. And then he makes it back and plays game 1 10 days later and they win.
Wild.
Dude, he's awesome. So that's a very, very fun series. I'm actually like, as a Jazz guy, seeing Mike Conley drill big shots, seeing Rudy Gobert playing in those games and playing great. Like he didn't get to play a lot at the end because of, matchups and like he wasn't the best fit matchup wise to end that game. But I mean, yeah, is he a little bit like awkward at times? Like what's the word I'm looking for? Like when you're really
He's
tall and
lanky.
Yeah, he's
or
just
lerpy.
He's lerpy. Like he has those moments. He's a little awkward, but man, he can get the job done. He's a talented guy. He's great defensively. So I've been loving the NBA. Those are a couple quick hits. Some of my quick thoughts as we go into these picks here.
Well, Benny, let's dive right into picking the second round of the NBA then. Now that you have given that synopsis, that helps me because you know way more about the NBA than I do. And I just want to highlight, we glazed the Celtics so hard in our last episode about when we talked playoffs. We were on we said that the Celtics were going to roll right through.
Yeah.
And get upset by the 76ers. Just insane.
I also didn't expect the best player on the Celtics, Jason Tatum, to sit 45 minutes before Game 7 at home.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't love that, but
not a great look. But I mean, that's huge right now for, I mean, I feel like Philly, they've had a pretty good sports outing here for between the Flyers and the 76ers. It's not a bad time to be in Philly. They got a lot of good sports going on for the town. But yeah, why don't you lead us out? What do you think? Thunder, Lakers. I think you led this pick already. Game 2 or round 2. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think, so OKC obviously won tonight. They lead 1-0. I don't anticipate this being a long series, so I don't think Luka will be able to come back and play.
Yeah.
Very, very unfortunate. I think if Luka was here and he was fully healthy, it would be more of a series, give them more of a run for their money. But I think Thunder win this 1 in 5.
Yeah, I love it. And I think I'm right there with you. I don't, like you said, Lakers, they're just outgunned. And sometimes that's just the case. So Thunder move on. For staying in the West, you got Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Spurs. Your favorite matchup. Benny, I'll lead out this pick. I'm going to go with, I would love to see Wemby get into that Western Conference final. So I'm going to go Spurs, even though they're down 1 after game 1.
Yeah, honestly, I'm in the same boat. I think that the Spurs, I think the Timberwolves had a perfect game plan. They played an incredible game, and Wemby was just off on his offensive attack. I feel like the Spurs have enough to win this series. They will come back and win, but I think it's going 6 or 7 games. I would say Spurs win in 6. And close out the Timberwolves, even though the Timberwolves are looking really, really strong.
Yeah, and having Ant-Man back is absolutely huge for them.
Absolutely.
So
him playing makes all the difference in the world. He's that good. All-world type player.
100%. Okay, hopping over to the Eastern Conference, we got Pistons, Cavaliers. Obviously, Pistons pull out an incredible comeback to win in 7 against the Magic after being down. What do you think, Ben? Have the Pistons figured it back out?
Yeah, they won tonight, so they went up 1-0 on Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, the Cleveland Cavaliers, with a 10-point win at home. I think this one is probably it's the toughest one for me to pick because I think the Timberwolves and Spurs are really, really close. This one might be closer because I'm very tempted to pick the Cavs to beat the Pistons. But for whatever reason, the Cavaliers, they barely could beat the Raptors in a 7-game series.
Yeah, also in 7. Good point.
So I'm struggling to give them the nod. I think Donovan Mitchell, he is a perennial get bounced in the second round type player.
Just can't get across. No, I mean, you're right. You just can't get across. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a first or second round thing. I'm going to go Pistons in 7. I think Cade Cunningham is the best player in the series. They'll get the nod.
And I think what the Pistons have going for them is that they are playing red hot. They have gone on a
Mm-hmm.
run. They come back against the Magic. All the momentum in the world is in that locker room. They are obviously feeling good. I'm going to rock with the Pistons as well to keep firing for Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, and they had to take a look in the mirror, as Cade said, letting the 8 seed take them to 7 games. So it's a good adversity, good thing to learn, and you keep
Yeah,
playing. So not a bad spot for them.
100%. And to close it out for round 2, Knicks 76ers. Benny, I think I know where you're going with this. I already glazed Boston. Knicks ups takes Boston out, so I gotta go the Knicks to go on a run.
Yeah, I think the Knicks are the better team, but I think the 76ers have a chance to steal a game or two with how well Joel Embiid has been playing. They didn't have their best game last night, but it was the first game in Madison Square Garden. So I'm gonna go Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. That sounds good too.
Yeah. So those are my picks. I think the one that will finish the quickest is Thunder Lakers, unfortunately, because everyone knows how much I love LeBron.
Yeah, they're gonna get. No, I mean you said 5. It'll go 5, but
I mean, they might get swept.
they might get swept. They might get swept.
No, I hope not, but
That would be
it's very
pretty
possible.
sad. Pretty sad for the Lakers and LeBron if that happens. So that'll
Yeah.
give us a Thunder Spurs, Pistons, Knicks.
That's a crazy 4 teams right there. Like, that's just fun. That's like early 2000 stuff. Like,
That would be awesome.
with the Pistons and the Spurs. That's really cool. I mean, the Spurs are good for a long time, but anyway.
Cannot wait to see how that unfolds, Benny. And with that, let's hop into the NHL. With, like you said, I think on both fronts, we're doing a little more gut picking here just because, I mean, we haven't been in the trenches watching hockey for a long time. It definitely helps to have a team in our hometown to really find the magic of the Stanley Cup.
True.
But Benny, I think it's a little more clear cut to me on some of these matchups compared to what we just picked in the NBA. But let's go. We'll start with the Western Conference again. We have the Avalanche, the 1 seed, versus the Minnesota Wild. Again, they had a crazy game 1. They just lost again tonight. So Avalanche are now 2 on the series. Who are you picking?
Yeah, going Avs.
Yeah,
pretty easy. They're already halfway there.
I will be shocked if the Avs do not go to the championship.
Yeah, I agree.
They are so tough.
Fun fact, looking at all the games, every 1 seed won and every 3 seed beat the 2 seed. So every lower seeded team won in the 2-3 matchup.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Yeah, because Wild beat Stars, Canadians beat Lightning in a absolutely electric series there.
Yeah,
Holy
that was fun.
Smokes. And that Lightning losing in, again, a heartbreaker. That game 7 couldn't have been any closer there.
Yeah, agreed.
Absolutely electric. Love it so much. I mean, Stanley Cup has been so fun to watch.
Yeah.
So we both picked the Avs. I think that is a no-brainer. Going to Golden Knights Ducks. Obviously, Golden Knights take out the Mammoth heartbreaker in 6. Anaheim really takes it to the Oilers. Ben, what do you think? Golden Knights currently up 1.
Yeah, the Golden Knights are up 1. Give me the Ducks. Screw the Knights. Let's go Ducks.
Quack, quack,
quack,
quack,
quack,
quack,
quack,
quack,
quack,
quack,
quack,
quack. So that is the only reason
go.
why I want the Ducks to win, is because I just love that. Love me some Mighty Ducks. Love that there's a freaking team in Anaheim based off of the Mighty Ducks. Like, that's just fantastic. But I am going to go Golden Knights on this. I do think they they just know what to do. I learned that, I think that what I learned that watching them play against the Mammoth is they just know how to get it done. And their
Yeah.
freaking goalie in overtime, if you are playing close, their goalie stands on his head. Like, unbelievable. He's unbelievable in overtime.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
I mean, not a bad pick at all. Golden Knights are really good. I'm just bitter.
Nothing. It feels like I'm picking chalk there, picking 1-1 for Av and Golden Knights, but I do think that's how the West unfolds. Now that the Mammoth are gone, and I can't just pick with my heart.
Yeah.
Hopping over into Eastern Conference, Sabres versus the Canadiens. Again, Canadiens won it close. Benny, I am picking Buffalo all the way here.
Well, I am going with a little bit of a, heart thing here. Patriots guy. They beat the Bruins. So, screw Buffalo. Let's go Montreal Canadiens.
So you're telling me that the hate for Buffalo not only extends to the Bills, but to any Buffalo team. Okay. Hey, way to stay true to your colors. I appreciate that.
And they beat the Boston team, so I gotta,
Yeah, I mean they took out the
them.
Bruins. I mean you can't knock that. They went against the town, New England town.
That's right.
Okay, well, we'll differ on that one. Their game one is May 6th, 5 o'clock on TNT.
TNT. Oi.
Oi. Oi.
Oi.
Game 3, we already have it 2 because Hurricanes absolutely took it to the Senators. Hurricanes versus Flyers. Flyers obviously in a thrilling games. I mean, Philadelphia went 4-2, but I do feel like those games were always electric.
Yeah.
Taking out the Pittsburgh Penguins. I would love to say the Flyers are going to have a comeback, but I think Hurricanes sweep here as well and move on.
I think so too. Yeah, I think the Hurricanes, I mean, they might be the team. I know the Avalanche have been talked about a lot, but the Hurricanes are doing the exact same thing. So it wouldn't surprise me if it was Canes Avalanche championship.
In the championship.
Duking it out.
That would not surprise me at all. I hope it's Avs Sabres. That would be my preferred because, again, the Buffalo story is just so good.
Yeah.
And the culture, the fan culture in Buffalo is fantastic. Like, I love seeing them skate to their freaking barn for the games and doing their whole thing. But yeah, Hurricanes are exactly that. They are a force of nature when they're on that freaking ice. They are
absolutely
crushing. And again, already up 2-0 on the Flyers, so it's not. I don't see that going any other way.
I agree. Yeah, definitely some heart picks from me in the NHL, but
yeah, I love it.
Good.
But for the Canes too, if they do the same thing to the Flyers as they did in the first round, they'll have some time to rest. Like, their guys are going to be much more rested than whoever they face coming out of that Sabres Canadiens, which just works in their favor too.
Yeah, I guess it is a little bit of the age-old question. I don't know if it's the same in the NHL as it is the NBA, but the Spurs had so much time off from their first series, and they hadn't played in like almost a week, and they play last night and just look rusty. So it's
You're
like,
a little rusty. That's fair.
Do you want to stop if you're on a roll?
Maybe not. No, that's a good point, Benny. That's a good point. So that ends our playoff pick. So we're thinking Avs, Knights or Ducks. We're kind of in opposition there. Sabres, Canadiens in opposition there.
Probably Sabres.
For sure, Canes.
Yes.
So we'll see. I like that we have some disparity there.
Yeah, it'll make watching those games a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, 100%.
Now I'm rooting for the underdogs.
But Benny, I think to end out this glorious playoff May the 4th episode, we thought it would be fun to do a couple May the 4th Star Wars inspired awards.
Yes.
And I think we have somebody for everyone between the two of us.
Definitely. Yeah.
So this is just off the dome, folks. We came up with these award names, and so here they are. We'll start out. The first one is The Force is Strong with you. I'm my best Palpatine. And the what pick I'm going to go with for this is
so good.
Quinn Hughes, dude. I already said it before, but he is unbelievable. Watching how that dude wields the puck and finds the net. As a defensive player, he is a backline guy. It's incredible. He does, like, he is so cool to watch.
I
And
love
so the
that.
Force is strong with Quinn Hughes.
Force is strong with you, Anakin.
That is like one of the creepiest line deliveries of that entire. The Force is strong. So
do it.
It's so funny.
I'm weak. I'm weak.
Unlimited power. Anyway,
that's pretty good.
Palpatine, so
Man,
good.
You can't get us rolling.
No, we'll be stuck on that forever. It'll add 20 minutes to this episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you have a Force is Strong?
I like the Quinn Hughes pick. I've been thinking about it. I was telling you this before, so listeners, if you're aware, I probably am going to be pretty basketball heavy on my awards picks,
as you should be.
But the Force is strong. I am electing to go with Wembanyama. Now,
I love that.
The main reason why, yes, he lost last night, but 10 blocks. I mean, can we get out of here? The force that he plays with on the court. He sees the court, he sees things before they happen. The Force is strong with this one.
Amen to that, dude. Love that. Wemby is a great pick. Hughes and Wemby leading out the Force is strong.
That's right.
Our next one, we're simply calling it The Empire Strikes Back. Benny, I'm not giving this to one individual. I'm going to give this one for me to a team. And I think my Empire Strikes Back pick is the Golden Knights. They have held Lord Stanley. They have lifted that cup. They've been there before. And the way that they continued to just strike back against the Mammoths in that first round and find wins, it feels like they're on a bit of a revenge tour trying to come back. And they definitely squashed the Mammoth rebellion that was trying to get their first little upstart in the playoffs. So that's going to be my pick for Empire Strikes Back.
I like that pick. I was thinking the same vein. Mine is a team as well. And you cannot talk about the Empire without talking about the Empire State. Give me the New York Knicks. As they are back at the top of the game right now in the Eastern Conference. I don't care if the Pistons are the 1 seed. The Knicks look impressive. So they are the Empire from the Empire State striking back.
I love that. That's a great pick. Tying in the Empire State Building. Absolutely love it. Now,
we do.
Our next pick, and in honor of Mando and Grogu movie coming out, we do have the Bounty Hunter pick. And Ben, I imagine we're probably going to be in the same lines. A Bounty Hunter, they're taking heads. That's what they do. And so I'm actually going to give this one to a player that won't continue to take heads because they are now out, but I want to give a little love to the Mammoth. Krause is the lead hitter from the Mammoth in the playoffs, absolutely taking people out, taking heads. And so my Bounty Hunter is going to be Krause from the Mammoth. Sad to see them out of the game.
I like that one a lot. I think, I definitely see it the same way. Who's the enforcer type? Who's making things happen? I may have to throw this one on the Bounty Hunter to Brady Tkachuk there.
Yeah, he was in there for me as well.
Because I feel like it's just what that guy does, So I'm going hockey on this one because I feel like the bounty hunter could probably be the best nickname for an enforcer in hockey. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, legit. Yeah,
But
absolutely love it.
I love the players in hockey that they're not afraid to. I mean, obviously in the playoffs, you're trying not to get kicked out. You're trying not to really, cost your team key goals and key points in time. But I'm gonna go Brady Tkachuk.
No, I absolutely love that. And Benny, I'm gonna ask you, do you have one for this next award?
I don't.
Skipping it because the one that I thought I couldn't find and validate, so I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna skip ahead to Vader's Fist. And for those who don't know, a little inside Star Wars baseball here. Vader's Fist refers to his battalion of soldiers, the 501st, the clones and his stormtroopers that would go and enforce Vader's will. So Vader's Fist, obviously they get dubs. That's all they do. They get dubs and they do it in a major way. And so we're going to have a repeat winner. I'm giving it to the Knicks, dude.
Oh, okay.
They are winning in incredible ways. Again, we talked about it, but to win by 50, just snatch the soul of your opponent.
Yes, very much so.
That just embodies what Darth Vader's all about. So we're giving that to the Knicks for sure.
I like that pick. The way I was viewing this as well is, okay, Vader's Fist, right? So it's okay, who's doing the will of Vader? I'm looking at a coach. What players are doing their will, right? Who's been orchestrating and commanding their team the best in my eyes? And I don't know if there's a team out there that plays better than the Oklahoma City Thunder. I hate to say it. That team, I said this earlier, Mark Dagnall, he is the Vader in this scenario, and that team is going out there and doing his will, doing his bidding. Even when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't even need to score 20 plus, right? Like, scores 20 maybe, whatever it was. And then they don't even have their second best player or third best, however you want to look at their trio. So I'm giving it to the OKC Thunder, but Mark Dagnall.
Hey, I love the coach shout out. That's a great take on I mean Vader, he's the head. He's running. He's throwing
Who's the
that
head
fist.
of the snake, right?
Yeah. He's throwing that fist. I love that. Last but not least, we have A New Hope. And Benny, I like the team awards, so I'm going to keep it as a team award here. A New Hope has got to be the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh,
a team that has not tasted this level of success in a long, long time. For them to be looking extremely tough, in a position to go at least to the semis, it's got to be Buffalo with a new hope to win Stanley.
I like that. That's a super solid pick. This one I am going a little bit team-esque, but also player shout-outs on A New Hope.
I love it.
I've got to highlight the Minnesota Timberwolves because in the middle / towards the end of their first round series, they lose Anthony Edwards to a terrible knee injury. That's what it looked like. Then Dante DiVincenzo tears his Achilles. Then you lose Ayo Dosunmu, who was a revelation, ended up destroying the Nuggets to end that series. So you lose 3 of your top players, and then Anthony Edwards somehow, some way, gets healthy enough, and every player walking into game 1, or walking into the closeout game, for the Nuggets was wearing Dante DiVincenzo jerseys. There wasn't a doubt in their mind that they had the hope and the camaraderie to go and beat the Nuggets. And now they've pushed that into round 2 to beat the Spurs in game 1. I'm very impressed that, they find hope in some of the worst times and worst ways. That's a mark of a good team. That's a new hope for me.
Hey, love that. And with, like you said, Ant-Man coming back, totally revitalized that hope for that squad. So
absolutely
Great pick. Benny, that was fun. I like that. Those
like
are
that a lot.
our May the 4th be with you awards for the current state of the playoffs.
Yeah, let us know what movie series we should do next.
Yeah,
in terms
I
of
like
awards, right? Like,
yeah.
What should we do next? Is it Rocky themed? Is it Lord of the Rings themed? Is it I don't Batman themed?
But yeah,
I don't know.
superhero, Marvel.
Superhero theme,
Yeah, we
whatever
could
it is.
do Marvel, DC. I love it. Yeah, we could totally get into. There's plenty that we could do there. So
Yeah.
and especially when the season starts, we could get into that. But Benny, we always say we're gonna be short and sweet, but sports are just too fun to talk about.
They are too
But
fun.
if you've listened to this for this long, we appreciate it. We love it. We hope you continue to be a bench warmer with us. Benny, what do we say to the people?
Hey, stay hydrated, everyone. Thanks for
Stay
listening.
hydrated. Adios.
See ya.